Joining me now is celebrity and royal commentator Kinsey Schofield. Kinsey, let's start with rapper Cardi B. She's been widely mocked after that disastrous endorsement for Kamala Harris. The onstage teleprompter at a rally malfunctioned. She was up there. She seemed stranded. She had nothing to say until someone handed her a phone, and then she started reading directly from the phone.
1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, so I don't take lightly the call. Sorry, guys. I need patience over here. Patience, where are you, girl? Thank you.
Kinsey, even when she eventually got that phone and started reading directly from it, it was a bit of a schmozzle.
I feel like the moral of this story is that Cardi B has a very hard time communicating about anything beyond secretion, Rita. And I think that if that is the issue,
Oh, jeez.
I wouldn't have her up there on my podium, okay?
Well, yeah, we can't even talk about her most popular song on this family program, even though we talk about some risque topics. We can't. It's too obscene. And this is a woman who bragged about robbing men, about drugging men and robbing them when she was a stripper, essentially blackmailing them in some of her stories. It's a weird endorsement for the Harris camp to be seeking. Now, Jennifer Lopez also made an on-stage appearance at a Kamala Harris rally. Here she started tearing up, talking about what she calls the power of Latinos.
I promised myself I wouldn't get emotional, but you know what? You know what? We should be emotional. We should be upset. We should be scared and outraged. We should. Our pain matters. We matter. You matter.
What did you make of that performance, Kinsey?
I mean, it's some of the best work I've ever seen J-Lo do since Selena. But, you know, she also said something about how we need like a fairy tale ending, or we need a happy ending, or a Hollywood ending, something to that effect. And all I could think of was, you're on your 4th marriage. Do you really know the definition of that happy ending? I would also stress that I can't believe how many people that are in some way, shape, or form associated with the P. Diddy drama that Kamala has marched across her stages. Usher, you know, everybody's asking questions about Usher's relationship to Diddy, Usher bringing Justin Bieber on board. J-Lo is photographed on the night that Diddy is accused of raping a woman. She's photographed with him. I would not be associating with these people right now. Or are we, is it not guilt by association? Are we not, you know, are we not worried about you are who you associate with anymore?
Well, we just know there's a lot more to learn about that whole Diddy catastrophe. We're not making any judgments yet, but we know that investigation is enormous, and we expect to see other people implicated down the track. Now, Kamala Harris has been accused of copying Donald Trump by appearing on Saturday Night Live alongside the show's Kamala impersonator, Maya Rudolph. This skit they did was identical to one that Trump did. It's an old skit that's been done over and over again. Trump did it back in 2015. Let's have a look.
Kamala, take my Pamela. The American people want to stop the chaos
and end the drama.
Is your vice president going to be Gary Busey?
Look, I love Gary. He's fantastic.
I've got to say, the biggest thing for me, it's not the who's copying what skit, but just the Kamala Harris skit wasn't funny. And Maya has been funny doing that role, but not in this performance. It was just lame.
They were pushing an agenda. I mean, they were clearly pushing an agenda because they were highly critical throughout that entire episode of one candidate and not the other. If you watch Weekend Update, which typically pokes fun at both candidates, It seemed like they were heavy on the Trump criticism and less on the Kamala criticism. But I did think it was funny that one of Trump's spokespeople said she copied our policies and now she's copying our comedy. You know, keep watching, keep learning, Kamala.
I was just disappointed because that has been a very funny bit of Saturday Night Live. They haven't been funny too often in the recent years, but the Kamala impersonation did hit some champagne comedy moments, and they've just ruined it with that ad. It's essentially an ad. Now, Kim Kardashian has had her son, 8-year-old Saint West's YouTube channel deleted after he shared a couple of anti-Kamala Harris videos. What else can you tell us about this story?
But, you know, one that I saw was Saint sharing a cartoon where somebody steps on something and they say they stepped on, I'll use the words fecal matter. And when you actually see the bottom of the shoe, it's a picture of Kamala Harris. I think what we're learning here is that Saint might lean a little bit in his father's direction when it comes to politics, who, you know, we know that Kanye had a good relationship with Trump, although Kim worked her relationship with Ivanka so that she could worm her way into the White House and work with Trump on prison reform. So Kim tends to lean whoever will allow her to like have that moment in the sunshine. But you know, he signed a contract with his mom saying he wouldn't post anything that she didn't approve. Looks like he broke the rules and he lost his YouTube channel. So maybe it's a lesson learned for young Saint.
Well, yeah, he's only 8 years old. It's pretty young to be having a YouTube channel. We've got plenty more to discuss later in the week. Kinsey Schofield, thank you so much for your time tonight.